And the first one is all about the Black Power Conference. And our guest will be joining us via Zoom, and it's Dr. Obadele. So if you can hear me, good morning and welcome to Morning Rush. Hello, Doc. Can you unmute yourself, Doc? I can see you, but I can't hear you.
Okay, good. Can you hear me now?
How are you?
Yes, can you hear? I'm Black Powerful, and it's not doctor, it's Obimfo. That translates to Professor NP.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so it's all about the Black Power Conference, and it's coming on this month, right? Can you hear me?
Yes, it's coming on this month.
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you. It's coming on this month from the 7th through the 9th. That's this coming weekend, and that's going to be Friday to Sunday, and it's going to be amazing. It's not just a conference. The conference is a huge portion. We have people who are coming on from, the continent, from Ghana, of course, from Nigeria. We also have people coming on from the UK, from the US, from the Caribbean. So that's the conference portion. But then we also have a concert portion where we have Pure Akan as our headliner, very, very conscious artists dealing with Black Power. We, have Kwame Brenya, Goddess Okosia. We have DJ Black Santino. We have Donna Ferro, who plays the kora. We have just so many, for that. We also have an award ceremony where we're honoring those who have basically dedicated their lives to power for Black people. So Nana Kobina and Ketsia, the fifth of Esikado, is one of our awardees. We have Baba Mukasa Dada. He is the one who's known for coining the term Black Power, that is to say power for Black people. We have, just so many who are going to be getting awards and citations. We also have an art exhibition that's coming up as part of it. We have a film screening that's coming up as part of it. So it's just going to be so amazing. And we want to invite everyone to come out and check out the Abibi Tumi. Now, Abibi Tumi is chief for Black Power, the Abibi Tumi conference on Black Power. I'm actually, the reason why I couldn't come into the studio is that we have an entire group, who has come in from, throughout the diaspora and other places in the continent. So we're actually in Asante Mine right now. We're taking them around Ghana so they can get a feel for what Ghana is all about, to taste the food. Yesterday, they tasted palm wine for the first time. So, it's about our drinks, it's about our foods, it's about our clothes, it's about our language, about our lifestyle, and everything for the betterment and empowerment of Black people. So that is the Abibi Tumi conference coming up.
Okay. That's a very nice one. But I wanted to know what actually birthed this whole idea? What actually inspired this initiative?
Very good. So about 2006 or so, I decided to found Abibi Tumi as a language institute where various languages would be taught, including P, including Yoruba, including Wolof, which is a major language of Senegambia, where jollof rice comes from, by the way. For Kiswahili, Medunecho, what they call hieroglyphs. So it really started off as a language institute for, basically the idea is that anytime we conceive of Pan-Africanism, we tend to do so in English. Anytime we want to talk about Black Power, we do it in English. Anytime we talk about any of these types of concepts about what we can do for ourselves as Black people, it tends to be in either English or French or Portuguese. And it seemed like a huge contradiction of why anytime we talk about Black Power, we have to do it in the languages of the very ones who are fighting against Black Power. It made sense that we should have a concept in our own language. And that's how Abibi Tumi was born. And Abibi Tumi, that first part is like when you say Abibi Mai, Abibi Drew, all of those types of things. And then Tumi is power. So the idea was, okay, we shouldn't just say Black Power in English. We should be able to say Abibi Tumi and basically come up with our own concepts in our own language, and that's Chi for Black Power. So that was the birth of it, but then it morphed into, we've had so many people, in terms of scholars, to come on and present and give, seminars on everything from 3D printing to robotics, to, our languages, to our health, and using our own traditional herbs, to just every component. So for the conference is multifaceted. We have those who are dealing with military power, economic power, agricultural power, family, community, and nation building power, just every aspect of power for Black people. And this is the discourse that I find is missing. Nowadays, you have, a discourse on how to go and beg for money from the IMF and World Bank. You have a discourse of how to wear a Bruni Wawu clothes. You have a discourse of how to pray to white people. It's like those discourses aren't helping us. Those are doomsday discourses. Those are loser discourses. But we need a discourse of winners so that Black people can actually be winners, because we've already seen what those types of conversations get us to, which is being the laughing stock of the world. But what if we actually start to build our own power? What if we actually, start to build our own economic power, our own educational power, where we're not dependent on, our colonial enemies? Some people say colonial masters. I say colonial enemies. That what if we could actually do for ourselves? So, for example, we'll have Kantanka, who is there. So when it comes to doing for self, this is one way that we could do for self, is to drive our own types of vehicles. Where it comes to, using our own phones, there are phones made right here on the continent in Rwanda and in South Africa. So we can use those phones. So one is sensitizing people, because a lot of people don't even know that those types of things exist. But then once they know that they exist, once we know better, we can do better. You see what I'm saying? So that's what the Black Power Conference is all about, to inspire people to do better and for us to support ourselves. And then from there, we'll see our position change in the world.
Great. Desmond, yeah. Well, you said you're in the bars with some of the people. I mean, we just want to see them in the bars and say hi to them.
All right. And I think some of them are already off the bus because they're waiting for me to finish my interview. So we'll do our thing.
Okay.
But if anyone wants to say hello, all right. If anyone wants to say hello, hey.
Okay.
Hey. Greetings, right? Okay. Some are already down. They're waiting on me. But don't worry, because they know that I'm doing the interview and they know what it's all about. So the climax of, and this is a Sankofa journey. Okay. So the Sankofa journey is one component also of it, where this is the 25th year anniversary. We started in 1998, where my mother brought me from the U.S. here to Ghana, and mainly a bunch of college students, I think a good 20 or so college students mainly. Okay. That was back in 98. And this is the 25th anniversary of it. And the climax of the Sankofa journey, and with the Sankofa journey, we take them to Agua, back through the door of return. It's a very, very powerful ceremony that we do because, the Portuguese, the British, who they call the British, all of them said, once you go through these doors, you can never return again. And it is a slap in the face to all of our colonial enemies for us to walk back through those doors and say, we are back. The diaspora is uniting with the continent, and we're doing so to bring forth Black power in the world. You see what I'm saying? So that's technological power, right? In terms of our own drones, in terms of our own phones, in terms of our own laptops. So out of Benin, there's a company, Asuka Spirit, that's making their own laptops. So this is a meeting of the minds of not just people who are talking about Black power, but those who are actually living it, those who are doing it, those who are making things happen. And it's going to be at Ekwapim Mampong. So if you go to your map, all you have to do is search for Abibitumi. That's Abibitumi. And once you go there, you'll see exactly the location there in Ekwapim Mampong. And we'd like to invite each and every one of you who is interested in the betterment of Black people, who is interested in power for Black people, to come to the conference. Because like I said, once we know better, we can do better. Once we change the discourse from, Black groveling from IMF and World Bank loans to Black power standing on our own 2 feet, that is how we're going to change behavior. So we're going from raising consciousness to raising behavior. And that is the Black Power Conference, the concert, the art exhibition, the awards ceremony, the film screening. It is multifaceted for this weekend. So you don't want to be anywhere, because this is a historic conference. One day your grandchildren will ask you, oh, where were you when the first historic conference on Black power took place here on the continent? And you can say, oh, well, I was out getting pizza. Grandpa, you're not serious. Oh, Grandma, you're not serious. You don't want to be one of those people who your grandchildren are looking down on. Oh, Grandpa wasn't with it. Sometimes people say, oh, I used to march with Dr. King. I say, okay, well, you were doing something. Oh, I was there at the Malcolm X. Oh, yeah, you were doing something. If you just say, oh, where were you when they were sitting in on the lunch counters? Where were you when they were fighting the colonialists? And you say, oh, I was eating a hamburger. Your grandchildren will just say,
Okay.
that's just too bad. That's just too bad. So you want to be part of this historic conference.
Okay.
You want to be able to say, I was there, I was part of it, I was presenting, I was hearing, and I changed the trajectory for my family. I changed the trajectory for myself, for my descendants. And from here forth, we started to see a change in terms of the state for Black people throughout the world.
Okay.
That's a beautiful one. That's a beautiful one, Obinfo. So it's happening from
That's right.
7th
To
to 9th.
so that's this weekend.
Yes, this weekend.
That's this weekend
This
from
weekend.
Friday to Sunday.
Yeah.
And like I said, for those who are interested in more information and to get tickets for the concert and all of the different aspects of the conference, you can go to abibitumi.com. That's abibitumi.com/conference.
Okay.
That's abibitumi.com/conference. And then also you can download the app. We have our own app. People are like, oh, is it on WhatsApp? Is it on Facebook? When we're talking about Black Power, we're serious about it. We've launched our own app, and it's also called Abibitumi, ABIBITUMI. So you can get that in the App Store and the Play Store. You can download it. It has a messaging component. It has a component where you can post your own videos. You can post your own photos. Everything that you can imagine.
Wow.
So it is an amazing app. You can download it. Rated 5 stars. We've had hundreds of people to download it just since we launched it. So, we're looking to increase that to the thousands and then to the millions. So again, this is an app entirely for us, by us as Black people. And you can download the app, get more information about the conference. As we're going through the Sankofa journey, we're posting images, we're posting videos. You can see what's going on with us. And it's truly historic. It is truly epic. And even more so, it is Black powerful. It is Blacknificent. It is Blackerific. It is spectacular. So you want to be a part of it because that is how you yourself will become Black powerful in your own life.
Yeah, thank you very much, Obinfo. I mean, this weekend is all about Black empowerment, and we wish you a very successful event.
That's right.
And,
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So we're speaking to
Medase.
Obinfo Obadele Kambon, who is a senior research fellow at the
Institute of African
Studies,
Studies at the University of
Ghana. Yes.
Okay.
So it's all about Black empowerment
Associate professor.
this weekend. So make sure that you participate, and it's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
I like when it's all about Black empowerment.
Yeah, Black empowerment, Black everything.
movement, Yes.
I take Mambo in my hometown.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
yeah.
kept him.
He's
So
from there.
And
You're going to pass through.
and I did history and politics and African studies.
Yeah.
So like I kind of
So
relate.
you have to go and relate. You relate. You have to go and learn more.
Yes.
Yeah. Guys,